MGTOW Mind here. Want to share my thoughts with you. And today I'm going to talk about the controversial subject of transgenders. So what I've noticed from just my time living, really, my time alive, is that a lot more men are deciding to become women nowadays. They're sort of opting out of penishood and ballhood and cutting it all off and just replacing it with a pussy, right? Or a fake pussy. Whatever the fuck they have nowadays. You know, it's pretty fucked up. But anyway, what I want to talk about is there's this trend going on, right? The amount of females transitioning to males is going down. But the amount of males transitioning to females is going up. It's almost a craze, right? More men are deciding to become women. Less women are deciding to become men. And this got me thinking, why might this be? And it came to me, I realised it's because if you're a woman, you are treated a lot more better by society in general. If you're a woman, you have certain privileges. And if you're a man, you're on a handicap. Life's harder for you. So, what I was thinking was, I was just going to tell you some ways in which we are, as men, we're handicapped, right? And why men are deciding to become women. So in the dating game, right, I used to go out, I still do, I go out to nightclubs, go out to bars, and whenever I used to approach nightclubs like 5 years ago, back in the day, it was a lot more easier to sort of get women. Like, you wouldn't have to do as much. And a lot more women would approach you. There was a lot more women in these nightclubs. But nowadays, it's like the women have the conversational IQ ability of a cactus, right? They have no personality. They don't talk to you. You're forced to make the conversation yourself. You're forced to approach. You have to do all the work. You need to be good looking to succeed. You need to be confident to succeed. You need to approach. You need to carry the conversation. You need to do a lot of things to talk your way into that woman's pants, right? But the woman has to do absolutely nothing apart from look good and put herself in the club, put herself in the venue, right? And even then, if she's fat, nowadays she's still getting plenty of men approaching her. She doesn't even need to look good. All she has to do is go out to the club and there'll be a queue of men queuing up to try and get inside her pussy. But for men, we have to put in the work to kind of get the pussy, right? We have to go up, approach, talk, chat her up, find out what her interests are, try to establish commonalities, sort of common interests, make ourselves seem like cool men and shit. And all she's got to really do is, it doesn't really matter what she says, all she's got to do is smile, act friendly, and it's really easy for her. So, what I've noticed is, and this is unfortunate, it's that in order for a man to get a woman, he needs looks, he needs personality, he needs confidence, he needs height, and the list goes on, folks. It's a big list, He's got to be able to look the woman confidently in the eye. He can't appear weird, he can't appear needy, he can't appear clingy. But for a woman, she just needs absolutely nothing to get the guy, I've seen fucking fat chicks be fought over in clubs before. It's ridiculous how it's kind of going nowadays. And this is sort of confirmed by the ratio of men to women in the nightclubs. If you look in nightclubs, you'll know that there's way more men out there than women. So, women have it easier just by them ratios alone a lot of the time. Now, thankfully, I am quite good looking. I am good at game, I'm good at talking, I'm confident enough. So I'm able to get women. Women sometimes approach me at the clubs and all. So yeah, I'm good enough at it. But sometimes, I would say I am a 10 in terms of my looks. And sometimes I don't get the 10s, I have to go a lot more lower than what I should be getting. I should be getting higher than what I get at nightclubs, to be honest with you. And if I was a beautiful woman, right, I would be getting 10s in terms of guys. I'd be getting perfect guys, no doubt about it. But it's just because these women are so picky that they literally want you to kind of dance through them like a horse or a dog, jumping through hoops. They want a slave basically to tick every box on the list, and it's just too much effort. It's just too much effort to satisfy these bitches' demands. And so that's why a lot more men, beta males, are becoming transgender, because they just think it will get them more attention and make them less lonely, right? Because these guys are maybe men and they're finding it hard to get dates, so they decide, I'll become a woman and I'll get loads of men to talk to me and I'll get interest from men. And I've actually been talking to transgender, like one talked to me online on a dating site once, just randomly approached me out of the blue and started telling me about their life story, and it was horrible, He was bullied a lot, and he was in a bad place, and I think he was shamed a lot, and that's why he decided to become a transgender, He told me he was always like this, but from talking to him, I kind of worked it out right. He was bullied a lot, so he thought, I'll become a woman, so that way people will treat me nicer. And that's exactly what he did. And, now he thinks he's a woman and was trying to ask me out, which obviously I declined, but it was interesting enough just to talk to him, stroke her anyway, and kind of get his or her perspective on why they became trans, why they did it. Another reason men are becoming women is just because women in general obviously get treated better by society. Like women in alimony, they get alimony more, divorce courts favour them. There's a lot more female privileges a woman has just outside of dating. In dating, it's the most obvious. Women have the most power in dating, no doubt about it. But outside of dating too, women are getting obviously more and more power, especially in divorce courts, as many MGTOW know. But yes, I will make a follow-up video if I come up with any new ideas. But I think that's the main thing, guys, today. I can't really think of anything else. Well, it's just that being a transgender is it's blue pill, beta male, white knight simpism at its finest. It really is, guys. Men are shamed so much nowadays that some of them think it's necessary to cut off their penises and become women just to be accepted by society, and treated nicer and treated better. And it's just pathetic to see men betraying their manliness, betraying their manhood, betraying every single quality that makes them who they are, just for a shot at the pussy, or getting someone to like them. It's just pathetic.